Hello and welcome to Handcuff 1944. Today we're at the Forth Road Bridge in Queensferry. On the 1st of September 1939, Germany invaded Poland. On the 3rd of September 1939, France and the United Kingdom declared war on Germany. On the 16th of October 1939, here was the first experience of the Royal Air Force Auxiliary against the German Luftwaffe. This is the Battle of the Forth. So as I said, when Great Britain and France declared war on Germany on the 3rd of September 1939, on the 16th of September 1939, the Germans sent over a Junkers Ju-88, not fitted with bombs, but fitted with cameras for a reconnaissance mission. Now, it flew from a place called Westerland Sylt, which is a Danish island. And when he got to Dunbar, down at the Scottish borders, the RDF at Drone Hill, picked up a blip on its radar. It was when he passed that and he was coming up towards the Forth here, he was picked up by the Royal Observation Corps. And they sent out a word to DREM, Royal Air Force Auxiliary, and to Turnhouse, Royal Air Force Auxiliary. Now DREM, they were stationed the 602 City of Glasgow Royal Auxiliary Squadron of the RAF, and Turnhouse was the 603 City of Edinburgh. They were sent out, and just beyond the mouth of the estuary there's a wee island, and the RAF City of Glasgow Squadron patrolled round about there looking for this Ju-88. At the time the City of Edinburgh had Gloucester Gladiators, but had since been supplied with Mark I Supermarine Spitfires. Adolf Hitler sent out rules of engagement that no civilian casualties were to be inflicted, and there was no ships at dock to be bombed. The morning was a nice morning. It was broken clouds, and it was sitting at 13,000 feet. It's not really that high at all, and it was taking photographs of the ships at anchor and the ships in the dock over there on the Scythe. It was going back and forth here, circling, taking photographs, and he was shot at, but they did not take any hits. And on his way over the North Sea, he sent messages back to Westerland Sylt to tell him about weather conditions and the ships at anchor and the ships in dock. Their proposed target was HMS Hood, which they thought was in dock, which was their main target. But HMS Hood had just left the Western Isles and was in the North Atlantic. What they did see instead of Hood was HMS Repulse. HMS Southampton was out at anchor, and HMS Edinburgh was out at anchor. The other bombers, there was 4 waves that came over. There were Henkel HE-111s of the KG-26 based at an airfield in Westerland-Zuid, as I was saying, and the Ju-88s from the same Air Force, air base. At 8 minutes past 10 in the morning, one HE-111 was spotted by lookouts aboard the cruiser HMS Edinburgh, which I said was at anchor in the estuary. Shortly afterwards, the bomber was observed over Drem by Blue Section of the 602 City of Glasgow Squadron. 20 minutes after being ordered by the Turnhouse Operations Room, Pinkerton spotted the Henkel at 10:21 and ordered this section into line astern to make number 1 attack on the enemy bomber. The Germans made a sharp turn to port to escape into the clouds. Still some distance away, Pinkerton fired, and one of these other pilots, Archie McKellar, fired at the enemy, doing no damage, and the bomber landed safely in Zuid. Now there's some mystery about the Archie McKellar's shot, whether it was him or was it the City of Edinburgh squadron that hit the plane. But as I said, there was no damage done and he landed safely back in Westerland, Zuid. A fishing boat called Dayspring, and they were taken to Cockenzie where the local police picked them up. Now 2 of the crew died and the other member of the crew was taken as a prisoner of war and remained a prisoner of war until the end of the war. That was in Canada. He was taken to Canada as a POW. The 2 crewmen that died were given full military honours and were buried at Portobello Cemetery. If you're interested in World War II sites and battles in the United Kingdom and Europe, subscribe and like the channel Hangtoft 1944. Thank you very much. So as I said, on the 16th of October 1939 was to become pivotal